touch this teacup, slide on my shades, shift this wig, honey, and gather myself because, baby, this episode insulted our intelligence like it thought we were new here. On really served us gas station sushi and expected us to say thank you. But over here, we don't do bland, we don't do fake, we do reads with a purpose and shade with precision. I'm Sis with the T, and this is Reality Sip TV, where the truth comes with lashes, lip gloss, and a lethal tongue. Now, buckle up because I'm about to recap this lukewarm chaos with the heat it deserved but never gave. So, the episode kicks off with Ken and Marquez about to square up in the kitchen like we are watching Bad Boys Club Marriage Edition. And baby, it was giving Home Depot rage in a 10 by 10 living room. Furniture trembling, voices raising, and kids upstairs wondering if dinner was still happening or if they should start packing a bag for grandma's. Marquez, sweetie, if your entire storyline is arguing in front of your kids, then what are we even doing here? And Ken, sir, you built like a linebacker, but screaming like you auditioning for R&B Divas Huntsville. You're mad, green in the face, and sweating like a side dish on Thanksgiving. Ken, sir, I'm gonna need you to calm down before your blood pressure gets another storyline. We didn't ask for WWE SmackDown during Family Hour. This was not content. This was chaos disguised as cable TV. Marquez, I'm gonna need you to come here, baby, and let me whisper this truth in your ear real loud. Don't ever get into a shouting match with a man built like he lived drywall for a living, especially not while your kids are in the house. Got you out here looking like a disappointed life coach. That ain't maturity, that's trauma, waiting to file a group lawsuit. That wasn't real, that was rehearsed rage. And Ken, sir, you too big to be this loud and this wrong. You storming through scenes like the green-eyed Huck of Huntsville, but you're mad at a man who just trying to parent his kids. Y'all need therapy, not camera time. And that fake fight, child, not even Zeus Network would have aired that without a disclaimer. So let's shift gears to the only moment that deserved airtime, and that's Jaylen and Maurice. This conversation had me clutching my pearls and wiping tears because, y'all, it was just that deep. Jaylen told Maurice, I didn't get too close to you because I was scared you might leave my mom. Child, that wasn't a read, that was a soul whisper. Jaylen didn't want another man walking out on him. He was guarding his heart, playing defense with his emotions. And what did Maurice do? Showed up in a three-piece suit like he was pitching real estate and not healing wounds. Maurice, baby, you ain't on trial. You're at a pool hall. Your son is spilling his truth, and you sitting there like you waiting for closing arguments. Where was the hug? Where was the I'm sorry? You want to be present for your son, Monster, but absent in the room with the one who's been silently hurting for years. Let me say this with love but directness. Jaylen doesn't need a mentor. He needs a man to show up. He needs consistency, not clean suits and clinical responses. Because emotional neglect wrapped in professionalism is still neglect. Jalen isn't some grown man trying to be messy on camera. That's a young man protecting his inner child from another loss. And what did you do, Maurice? You sat there in that stiff blazer like he was giving a business pitch. And if Marsau, yes, that Marsau, is showing him more love than you, something ain't right at the family cookout. Now let's skip over to the ladies' dinner. This so called dinner between Nell, Kimmy, Trish, and Tisha. Y'all had the setup. The location was cute. The vibes were there. But what did we get? A whisper about that video and then nothing. Crickets. Trish, Kimmy, Nell, and Tisha sat down like it was going to give us season defining tension. And it started off with chopped salad and light shade. But baby, when Nell brought up that Ariane video, the energy shifted like the AC went out. Tisha blinked with her lashes like they were buffering. Kimmy adjusted her seat like she was on trial. And Trish, she clenched that napkin like it was a court subpoena. And yet, not one person leaned into the moment. Nell opened the door to drama, and the rest of them tiptoed around like they were allergic to confrontation. Ladies, you're on a reality TV show. If y'all gonna read, then at least react. This was your moment to serve. And instead, y'all served side salad drama with no dressing. The whole scene felt like a missed opportunity dipped in mid. And Tisha, sis, that confused but silent energy isn't gonna cut it. If people are throwing shade about your man on national TV and your response is to sip and blink, it's giving mute button, not main character energy. So later, Ken meets up with Chris Fletcher and some barber friend in a scene that was given Barbershop 3 the Delusion edition. Ken still mad, still yelling, and still in his feelings. And the men looking like they'd rather be elsewhere. Chris gave one nod that said, "You doing too much, friend." And honestly, they right. Now listen close, Ken. You are out here talking about your relationship like you are auditioning for a young look fix my life. But even your own friend said, bruh, I would have been left Trish. Let that marinate. When your boys give you side eye and suggest you leave, baby, the streets are talking and they don't like what you cooking. Chris Fletcher sat in silence, nodding like a deacon at a messy sermon. That tells me everything I need to know. Ken, your storyline is shaky, your relationship is a mess, and your temper is on 1,000. If this is what Carlos is giving us to fill screen time, I'd rather have Martell back doing wine tastings in abandoned warehouses. And so the final scene brings us the couples Maurice, Kimmy, Marceau, and Tisha. They're trying to discuss Jaylen's pain like grown-ups, but of course, Marceau calls Maurice the golden child. And Maurice act like he's been slapped with a fraternity paddle. Sir, relax. The tension in the room after that statement was thicker than Maurice's suit. That was shade disguised as concern, and Maurice was not having it. If you can't take a little shade from your own brother, then maybe you shouldn't be in scenes that require vulnerability. But let's be honest, if Marsaw is calling you the golden child, then baby, maybe you need to check how you are showing up. And Kimmy, yet again, trying to keep the peace like she the unpaid therapist of Huntsville. This moment could have been a breakthrough. But what did we get? More ego, more dodging, more camera facing denial. And Tisha girl, I'm gonna need you to stop blinking through drama and start speaking with your whole chest. Oh, y'all, our final sip. One more read for the road. Now, listen here. Carlos King, baby, we're 3 episodes in, and this show is starting to feel like a group chat that needs to be muted. This episode was marketed like it was gonna be a feast, but baby, it's giving dry toast with no jelly. I love y'all, but we don't want Walmart brand drama with Whole Foods promo. Ken and Marquez's scene staged, Maurice's suit polished, Jaylen's vulnerability the only thing that was real, and the ladies gave more energy to the menu than the mess. This ain't what we tuned in for. We want grit. We want growth. We want real reality, not rehearsed rage and edited elegance. So, Carlos King, if you're listening, and I know you are, it's time to reheat the show and season it properly. Because right now, it's giving Love and Marriage Huntsville, sponsored by Missed Moments and Men Who Need Therapy. I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and sound off in the comments and let me know. Did this episode stir the pot or spill the seasoning? Did Jalen's truth break your heart like it did mine? Are y'all tired of the men giving nothing but ego and silence? Drop down below because y'all already know. I'm Sis with the T, and baby, we don't sip lukewarm. We serve it bold, black, and ready to burn. Bye, y'all. Ooh, y'all. So the tea has been spilled, honey. I'm Sis with the tea, and this was your dose of reality, raw and unfiltered. So, as always, stay real, stay ready, and remember, don't spill tea unless it's worth sipping. Bye, y'all.